Hey guys, Ron Douglas here. Let me see, I got the wrong webcam hooked up. Need the other webcam. All right, that's better. Wow, that's bright. I just bought a new webcam. Hey, if you can see my screen and hear me, give me a yes in the questions box. What's up, guys? Good to see you all here. See James, Sylvie, Patrice, Jiang, Guyang. Might have pronounced that wrong. Barb, Trish, Lazaro, Ricky, Miriam, Len, Bill, Randy. What's up? What's up? Yeah, this is going to be a really good presentation here today. We're going to give away some gift cards as well in just a moment. This is going to be a good presentation. I've actually seen this one and I was like, wow, we got to bring that one. We got to get that presentation. And I've known Rachel Rofe for a long time. We were just talking about a promotion we did together back in 2015. So I probably knew her 3 years before that, I would imagine. So she always delivers some really, really good content. She's able to take complex topics and simplify them. And she's just a really, really good person, as you'll see in a minute. So I'll do a formal introduction for her in just a second. But what I wanted to show you guys, let's see, you can show my screen. Wanted to, hey, Carolyn, Gail, Murray, John, wanted to show you guys, we actually are following Rachel's system as well. We bought into it, we're following it, and we have some, well, that's the gift card we're going to give away in just a second. We have some mugs that are going live. We just put this up this morning, actually. We have 5 different mugs, still waiting for the images to propagate, but I'll show you one we have. Sometimes it's corny stuff like this that makes a lot of sales. Cheese lover coffee mug. And and I'm new to this, so Rachel's going to show you some much better examples. But you know, sometimes it's things people can relate to. I'm a cheese lover, so I'm going to get this mug. So we're going to put these out and follow the system and try to get some sales. And hopefully we can get some sales on this, you know, before the end of the week that we'll share with you. But I'm excited about it. It's just like a new revenue opportunity. Here's another one. You guac my world. Like corny little stuff like that. We have some better ones. The images just didn't propagate yet. I cook so well, even the smoke alarm cheers me on. So we're heavily in the food market with a lot. You know, I still have my food site, foodpals.com. So we're gonna see if we can get some sales of these. And you know, it's just such an easy thing to do because you just come up with some type of quirky little slogan or design. You could look at trends. You could look at what's selling on Etsy. You could look at so many different things, and you know, you could look at what's being talked about in the media. You could do it with political affiliations or with sports teams or whatever. You could do it with, you know, women who are fit a certain category, like soccer moms. You know, you can create a mug for that. And it's not just mugs you could sell. You could sell aprons, T-shirts, hoodies, all type of different stuff. So as I said, I'm new to this part of the business. But Rachel, I'll show you some of her sales. I hope she's not embarrassed me to show you this. You guys can see my screen. Let me see audience view. Yeah, I mean, this is a serious thing because you don't need any money to get started with it, which is why I really, really like it. You don't need any money at all. You can do these print on demand and only pay when the money comes in. So you take the money in and then you order the product and have it shipped out. You don't have to hold any inventory. You don't have to do any shipping. And some of her sales, I'm sure she'll show you some of this, but look at this. It's amazing. You know, just on Amazon alone so far, year to date, $221,000, $222,000, and she shows you her monthly breakdown there: 27,000, 27,000, 19,000, 40,000, 70,000, 41,000, and that's just on Amazon. She also has these Etsy stores that she does this on. You know, just one store alone, $60,000 year to date. So I mean, if you look at the total sales from Etsy, $99,000 so far in 2020 just on Etsy. So Amazon and Etsy combined $321,000 just this year alone, and you know, we're only halfway through. So this is amazing what you can do, and it's just the power of Amazon, right? Amazon, the power of Amazon is amazing because they have 310 million buyers in their system, active buyers just looking for stuff. People buy from Amazon. I mean, I've never bought more stuff from Amazon before this year. I just stay at home. It seems like every other day I have an Amazon box coming, and I have a cabinet full of. I probably have 2 dozen mugs. My kids give me mugs for like Father's Day. One Father's Day they gave me the same exact mug, both of them, and I always tease them. I'm like, hey, whose mug do you think I'm using today? And they gave me the same mug, and they were all like, that's my mug. No, that's my mug. It's the same exact. I don't even know whose mug it is, but for Father's Day they gave me the same one. So yeah, I have a mug with my face on it. I have a mug with slogans. I have a mug for just about every occasion. And this is before I got into this little opportunity here. So you guys, so if you go to Amazon and just or Etsy and just search for coffee mugs. My keyboard is not cooperating. Oh, here we go. Coffee mugs. Just curious to see. Let's see coffee mugs for mom. Let's see what comes out. Mom fuel. Mama needs coffee. Lab mom. So for pets. Mom life is the best life. Mama bear. I mean, so many of these for moms, and then you could search for dads. You could search for teachers. You could. I mean, it's so many ways you could take this. And someone hit me on Facebook saying, hey, I've seen this presentation Rachel does, and she has so many success stories, but isn't it crowded and competitive because a bunch of people are making money with this? I mean, I'm like, no, heck no, because there's so many different things you could come up with. It could never be competitive. Plus, as I mentioned, 310 million buyers on Amazon. I think I had that number right. So here's what we're gonna do. Let's give away that Amazon gift card. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna give away. I'm gonna give 5 of these out during the duration of this call. I'm gonna give 2 of them out right now, and then at the end we're gonna give 3 away, 3 more away at the end. And sometimes I just like giving away money to you guys. So it's not gonna come in a box like this. It's just gonna come right to your email. So it's gonna be an instant digital gift card where you can just go right to Amazon and get. So here's the first question. For the first 2 mugs, I want to do something special for customers. So here's the question. Here's the question. I'm looking for an apps customer, a customer that's part of our apps program. Give me a yes if you're an apps customer. I see the yes is coming on. Okay. Wow. All the apps customers. Damn. All right. Or give me a yes if you're an OPAD customer. Okay. See some OPAD customers. Give me a yes if you're a webinar confidential virtual summit attendee for that coming up event. See, yes is coming up. Okay. So for those of you who said yes, I'm looking for someone who was born in October 1974. If you were born in October 1974, I'm going to give you a gift card. Give me a yes, I was. If you're a customer and you were born in October 1974. April. So who's the closest? If you were born in 1974, give me a month. 79. That's when my brother was born, September 79. I don't know. I'm just, I don't know why I chose that question. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. 83, 68, September. Any 74? Any 1974s in here? Weird question. That is a weird question, right? I don't know. All right. So it looks like we have first person to answer. So October. So I'll give it to Ashish. Ashish, shoot me an email, ron@rondouglas.com, and we will get you that $100 Amazon gift card. All right. Here's another question. So we're going to give out 4 more of these. So don't worry. You can still win. Here's another question for you guys. See how much you guys know about me. What year did I start doing online marketing? Okay. Lazaro was first. Lazaro, are you an apps customer or an OPAD customer? I'm looking for an apps customer or OPAD customer that got that right. Oh, okay, Lazaro's an apps customer. Yeah, it was 2001. Yeah, shoot me an email, ron@rondouglas.com. We get you your $100 Amazon gift certificate. So I'm going to think of some better questions to ask towards the end of this presentation. So I'll come back on towards the end and we'll give out 3 more Amazon gift certificates. I appreciate you guys. So stay on, listen to this. So this is going to be a really, really good, I mean, this is one of the best webinar presentations I've seen. It's going to be one of the best ones you've seen all year from us. And it's truly an honor to have Rachel with us because she is so successful and so humble about it. She's made millions and millions of dollars online. And as an entrepreneur, a female entrepreneur in this game, you know, amongst all these big ego men in internet marketing, she stands out and shines. And she came to our WebinarCon event, and everybody loves her. Like people would circle around her. Hey, it's Rachel. So I'm honored, as I mentioned, to have her on. And she has something special that I believe can really, really help you guys that you're going to want to see. And it's something, I don't know any other system like this where you can get started. Like I mentioned, we just threw these mugs up just today. We put these up, and I fully expect before the end of the week, we're going to have sales of a bunch of these. I'm going to show you guys, but there's nothing else I could think of where you could just start with no money, no ad expense, no inventory, and then tap into a huge market like Amazon and make a ton of money from it. So with that being said, let's flip the screen to Rachel, if we can. Let's see. Rachel, are you with us?
Yes, thank you. Thank you. That was a really nice introduction. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, it was not scripted at all, just off the top of my head, things I could come up with. But yeah, you're one of the smartest internet marketers I know, and I'm really happy to have you. And I'm looking forward to this presentation. And I'm personally, being that I'm doing this as well, I'm personally going to steal some tips here and apply it to my little Amazon business that I just started up there. So turn off this webcam and I'll turn it over to you. I'll be in the back answering questions. And you guys pay attention, turn off all distractions, and give Rachel about an hour of your time. You're going to learn something amazing here in just a minute. Go right ahead.
Awesome. Well, thank you again. And guys, thanks for being here. I saw one of you is from Pennsylvania. That's where I am too. So nice to see you. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to sharing all of this with you guys. So what we're going to go over is basically look over my shoulder as I show you how I make daily sales on the world's biggest e-commerce sites without spending any money up front. And actually, before we get going, can you just give me a quick yes if you can hear me okay? Didn't think about that, but it might be helpful. Okay, perfect. Thank you guys. And thanks for all the typing and stuff. The more energized you guys are, the more you contribute. I feel like the more just comes out. I get pumped by you guys being pumped. Okay, so the big idea here, what we're going to go over is I'm going to show you how you can make really simple text-based designs, just like with words, and then put them on pictures of blank mugs, posters, shirts, pillowcases, some of the different products that Ron was talking about, and then sell them on the different sites like Amazon, Etsy, and eBay. And I'm going to walk you through how you can do all of it. So really quick, I'm not going to give you the whole kind of rags to riches story or whatever, but this is me with my nephew, aka the cutest kid on the planet. And I wanted to also kind of just show you some of the results. Ron kind of already gave you a little bit of a spoiler, but just so you see kind of that this is worth your time, I wanted to show you that these are my Amazon sales last year, $412,385.67. And while it might not be like millions and millions, we'll get into the profit breakdowns later, but there's still some pretty hefty profit breakdowns. And this is actually my third business, so I don't really get to put a lot of time into it. I have 2 other businesses that take a lot more time from me. So this is pretty passive. So I'll take passive like that, all day long. For Q1 from January through the end of March 2020, that brought in $69,474.92. And then Q2 was another $152,045.98. Now, this model is something you can see here that I've actually been doing since 2016, and I've been making 5 figures a month every single month since 2016. So this isn't like a a hack or something that just works for a short amount of time. It's been half a decade now where this has been coming in like clockwork. And so it's 5 figures every month I've been making, and then during the Christmas seasons, it's always at least 6 figures. So you can see here 2016, 17, 18, 19, December 2020 hasn't happened yet, but obviously like around holidays is when more people purchase. So that's the Amazon, and then Etsy stores bring in even more money. So here's a screenshot of some of the sales from my Etsy accounts. And then there's other stores as well. So there's eBay, Bonanza, Winello, Amazon Europe, Amazon Canada, different places. So it's really cool, and it's all via selling products that you can be proud of. Here are some of the reviews that I've gotten on the different products. I'm going to walk you through why they're so high quality as we go on. But it's a pretty cool model, very low risk model too. So one thing you want to know is I get excited sometimes, I go fast, so make sure you're giving this your full attention. You have a notepad out. I have a lot of content for you. And also there were thunderstorms last night. For the other person in Pennsylvania, you probably got that, you probably heard them too. They kept me up last night. So I've had an energy shot and I've had a lot of coffee, so I might go even faster than normal. So make sure you're giving this your full attention. Okay, so first, you might be wondering if you can do this too. Definitely, this model is something that whether you have experience or not with anything kind of e-commerce, it's a very simple model. And you know, the thing about regular online businesses is I don't want to say that they're set up to make you fail or anything, but a lot of this stuff is harder than it seems, right? You might have to buy inventory or learn how to do paid ads or get traffic or anything like that. And with this model, the obstacles are really eliminated. You don't have to worry about doing ads or buying inventory or dealing with drop shipping from China or anything like that. Super simple, very different to anything you've seen before, extremely simple, and it can create positive cash flow pretty quickly. Okay, so first I'm going to give you a few reasons as to why the system rocks, why this model is so powerful, and then we're going to dig into the how you can implement it too. So the first thing is, what's different about this model is that it helps you get in front of thousands of people. Because if you think about it, sites like Amazon, Etsy, eBay, they've invested millions, not billions of dollars to get customers to their platforms. And so you get to go and list on their search engines without having to get traffic on your own or visitors on your own. You just get to instantly level the playing field. You don't really need to spend money in terms of you don't need to do paid ads, you don't need to buy inventory, you don't need to pay for designs. So it's a low risk model. You can spend as much time or as little time as you want on it. As I mentioned, I don't really spend very much time on this. It is extremely simple. We have children doing it all the way to people in their, I don't know, 80s or so doing this. It's a very simple model that really anyone can grasp, and it creates passive income. So here's a screenshot of just some of the sales that have come in, and it's a really fun model as well. So you can see here a couple people. I've taught this to several people because e-commerce is just booming, and there's just more and more opportunity out there all the time, like Ron was saying. And so you'll see why it works so well, but I just wanted to show you here people saying how fun this is. Adam says, this is literally the funnest business ever. Another person, this is addicting. Another one, seriously loving this business, Rachel. It truly is a lot of fun, just like you said. And so now it's time for you to enjoy this as well. So I'm going to give you as much as I can in our time together. I have a lot of content ready to go. And I really look at this as a system. So I call it my low-hanging system. And it's really a formula. You follow the steps and you really can't do it wrong. It's something that indisputably works at this point. We have literally thousands of testimonials and sales are exploding. I think especially with all the COVID stuff, a lot of people have gotten accustomed to purchasing online where they may have not before. We had just 2 months ago, probably less than that, we had people here posting happy Christmas everyone because of all the sales. Another one, it really does feel like Christmas. Another one, it's like Black Friday crazy. And actually, I mentioned I have a couple other businesses. One of them is the warehouse. You can see the picture here. I texted our hiring manager when COVID started happening and asked, how many people have we had to hire to accommodate for all of these sales? She said 91 people, because just more and more people aren't going out, they're shopping online. So this is just such an incredible opportunity that's just gaining more and more momentum. Okay, so what we're going to cover is how you can make these ugly 10-second designs that sell like gangbusters on sites like Amazon, Etsy, and eBay, how you can find winning concepts in seconds, how you can sell thousands of products without ever touching inventory or buying anything, how to get items sent from US, someone Europe on your behalf, the exact designs responsible for bringing in many thousands of dollars. So I'm going to show you actual designs as well as how much money they've brought in, my exact system for bringing in lots of sales, exact profit breakdowns, the #1 rule for doing well with this model. And basically, you know, my commitment to you for this webinar is that you're going to learn exactly how I made just under $500,000 in passive income last year, and then how you can too. I'm going to walk you through every step. So I'm making some big promises here. I've got some good kind of bullet points to cover. And as you probably suspect, at the end of this, I'm going to have an offer for you to consider. I don't want you to even consider it if you feel like I haven't fulfilled on my commitments so far. Does that sound good to you? If so, please give me a sounds good. I'm going to get a quick sip of water and we'll dig in. And yep, Michael says the dog kept him up with the thunderstorms. Yeah, I hear you. Sounds good, sounds good. Awesome, guys. Thanks for all the engagement. It really does keep me super pumped. And it just makes it more fun for you guys too, I think. Okay, awesome. So let's dig in. So the general system here is we're going to be creating these very simple text-based designs. We're going to take things just like this. We're going to put them on multiple products, and then we are going to bring in sales. So the first step in the system is we come up with phrases. And this is basically where we're deciding what we want to sell to people who want to give us money. Because you know how you might go on Amazon, for example, and do a search for something like funny gift for husband or wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, brother, sister, or maybe you do a search for funny scrapbooking gift or something like that. I mean, people do that all the time. You can see here just some of the different niches that people might search for. Maybe they want to get a gift for someone or something. There's so many little niches out there where people are really wanting to spend money on things. And so the cool thing about this model is that we aren't actually ever convincing anybody to buy anything from us. We're just giving them what they want to pay us for. They're going on these buyer search engines. They're typing in, for example, funny scrapbooking mug, and they want to buy it something. They want to give us money. So some examples of products that would work. The first one here, you can see if someone was searching for funny engineer mug or funny pit bull mug or gift for drummers or something like that. Now, in this step, you really can't mess up because the whole thing with low-hanging system is we throw spaghetti against the wall. We try lots of concepts, and because we don't have to buy inventory or pay any exorbitant fees or anything, we get to just test lots of different things, see what works, and then scale on that. So to come up with different ideas for phrases, there's a couple different things that I like to do. One thing is to use Google Images and come up with some concepts. So let me actually walk you out of the slides here and show you. Okay, so if I wanted to come up with some phrases here, I'm just going to do a search for funny knitting shirts. I'm going to go to Google Images, and I would just look for things where I could kind of reword them a little bit and then apply them to lots of different niches. So for example, here we have I like knitting and maybe like 3 people. I would have my little text file and I'd say something like, maybe like I'm just gonna say scrapbooking. It could be any niche and a handful of humans. Because I'm changing it up, I'm not directly like lifting anyone's phrase or anything. But you know, so that's one. I knit because punching people is frowned upon. We could do I kite surf because I can't, maybe it should be, oops. I kite surf because it's not socially acceptable to be violent. I don't know. That would be one. You can see there's all different types of things that we could write. Don't talk to me, I'm counting. Don't talk to me, I'm thinking about kite surfing or running or jogging or whatever. I'd rather be knitting, could be I'd rather be plumbing or engineering or whatever. And so that's just one. I mean, you see, we came up with that pretty quickly. We could do funny knitting memes. We could do all kinds of niches. I just randomly put in knitting, but there's all types of different niches. We could look for knitting. We have shirts. We could look for hoodies or different types of products and just switch up the sayings. We're never just lifting somebody else's phrase. We're always going to change it up. This is a very easy way to get some cool ideas. Another way that you can come up with ideas is to go on Pinterest. So here, if we did something like funny, I gotta change that picture, it's an old picture. Funny knitting shirt here. We have more. I'm a knitting and coffee kind of girl. That could be, especially because I use mugs as the example most of the time. I mean, you could do this with all different types of products, but I mean, that's perfect. So maybe not I'm a knitting and coffee because we don't want to just take that thing, but like I love coffee and scrapbooking, for example. Okay, so we could do that. I mentioned that I have a offer at the end. This is one of the pieces of software that's included in it. So I'll walk you through this. You could do this manually too, but what this software does is it'll look and see what is actively selling on sites like Amazon, Etsy, eBay, and then it'll rank it by the items that are most sold or most saved, depending on the site, and you can get more ideas there too. So for example, here we have I'm a lawyer. To save time, let's assume I'm never wrong. We could have something like I'm an engineer. To save time, assume I'm always right. Or trust me, I'm a lawyer. Trust me, I'm an engineer. We could change it to look at other things. We'll give legal advice for tacos. Could be we'll give plumbing advice for coffee. So you see there's so many different ideas. And what we're doing is we're looking for these formulas that we can apply to lots of different industries or niches so that we can make lots of designs in seconds. I'll show you how you can do that in the next step so that we can start to get lots of different buy buttons out there, which I'll explain here shortly. Okay. So that's that. We've got Google Images, we've got Pinterest, you can see what's selling. And so to recap this section, what we want to do is we're creating phrases for groups of people who are actively looking for things to buy, people who are saying, I want to spend money on this. We're never going to copy completely. I mean, the thing is that now I have thousands of designs because you'll see how easy it is to come up with these designs. But I started with one design and I worked my way up, and I've only ever had a handful of times where I've accidentally had the same design as somebody else, because as long as you're operating with integrity, you're good to go. And Amazon or Etsy will just say, someone already has that listing, turn it off, and it's not a big deal. So what we're doing here is we're going to find these formulas where we can change out words for brand new niches. So scrapbooking makes me happy, could be soccer makes me happy, and kite surfing, on and on. And we are starting with word-based designs, so just text. And what I was saying with the buy buttons before is that, you know, when I first started marketing online, someone gave me the really good advice that the more money that you make online is really correlated to however many buy buttons you have. So however many buttons you have available for people to purchase from you. And so we want to find these formulas where we can apply lots of different niches to make lots of different opportunities for people to purchase from us. Okay, so if that all sounds good, give me a step 2. If you have any questions that are going to nag at you and you won't be able to focus on step 2, then you can ask them now. I'll get a quick sip of water while I wait for your feedback. There's a slight delay. Here we go, step 2, step 2. Give me step 2. Step 2, step 2. All right, let's keep going then. So step 2, here is where we are going to create the designs. Now these text-based designs, they sell really well. I know it might be surprising for some of you who think that we need to have these masterpieces, but really I've pulled these here from Amazon bestsellers, and you can see they're all text. I just blacked out some of the curses for those of you who get easily offended, but these are just super simple. How long do you think these took to create? I mean, seconds, and we'll walk you through exactly how. But they sold really well because the thing is that when people are purchasing these products, they're buying like gifts, impulse purchases, they're generally under $20, and they just make people smile, and that's all they really care about. Here are some of the people who have followed the low-hanging system that are saying, you can see someone says, I'm a designer too, but I found that the most simple design with a common saying on it that I slapped together in 30 seconds has become my bestseller, and lots of other people saying the same kind of thing. Here's an example of one of the designs that I have. I put it together Father's Day a couple years ago. I saw something on Etsy. It said something like, "You're the luckiest boyfriend in the world. I'd love to be dating me." And so I created this. You're the luckiest dad in the world. I'd love to have me as a daughter. Sold a few hundred units right away. And then it still sells on a regular basis because people will purchase it for birthdays or Christmas or just because gifts. And this one phrase, I said, you're the luckiest dad, but you could do, you're the luckiest mom, grandma, grandpa, aunt, cousin, niece, on and on. And then I also took it and applied it to occupation. So here, you're the luckiest teacher in the world. I'd love to have me as a student, which you could do, you know, coach, client, employee, and so on. And so just this one phrase has brought in $67,831.66 so far. I put that phrase on 38 different items. I should have put it on more, but that's all so far. And it's brought in over 67K. And you can see that's pretty awesome given how quick it was to create that design. Here's another one. I do this for the money, said no policeman ever. You can do this for firefighter, social worker, government worker. Same kind of thing. I put it on 68 different items, and that's brought in over $20,000 so far, $20,690.11. Here's another one, literally just says best driver ever, and that's brought in over $8,000 so far. Okay, so to create these different designs, there's a couple things you can do. The first thing I'm going to walk you through is WordSwag. That is a smartphone app. If you don't want to use your smartphone, that's no problem. I'm going to walk you through a desktop-based tool that you can use as well. But WordSwag, the way it works is you sign up for it, and then there's going to be the next screen where you just choose transparent background, and there's going to be a screen that says double tap me to change text. So you double tap and then you put in whatever phrase you want. So here I just put check out this example. And then on the next screen, there's going to be a bunch of different fonts. If you were to swipe to the right, you'd see a bunch more fonts. And then each of the numbers, you can click on the number and it'll switch it up, like the orientation or whatever of the text. So there's all kinds of permutations that you can make. Here's one example. Here's another, another, and even more. And then it does color as well. So when you're done, you just click Pick Successfully Saved to Camera Roll. And so I like this app for if I'm sitting on a plane or I'm sitting at the dentist office and I'm waiting or whatever, just come up with hundreds of designs really quickly, just kind of maximize the time. And then there's also a bunch of web-based tools. So some of the programs that you can use are PicMonkey, Canva, or I think Pixplosion is the best for our use. I'm going to show you how you can use that. You would just go over into Pixplosion, you would click plus text layer, and then you would just put in whatever your phrase is. So you can see here, I just pasted what we created before in a few seconds. I'm gonna hit download image, and that's it. So it literally took a couple seconds. Here, if I wanted to do, I like kite surfing. I don't know why I can't type, probably the lack of sleep. Here's another one. It doesn't need to look at all like a masterpiece because people don't care. Like I said, these are just impulse purchases. I like jogging and a handful of humans. Here we go. We've got another design that took another second. So you can see how when I say that these designs take seconds to create, it really is just seconds to create. Okay. What we're doing in this section, by the way, is we're going for quantity over quality. We're not trying to ever make any one design look so great. We are trying to get into a lot of different niches, a lot of different categories, and we're going to throw spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. Later on, if we see that a certain niche is working well, then we can certainly scale up later. But for now, let's just get as many designs as we can out there, as many buy buttons, like I was saying before, as possible. Now, some people like to hire outsourcers. Generally, I say wait until you're earning the profits, but if you wanted to hire outsourcers, you certainly could. And then to recap this section, generally what we want to do is just the simpler the better. So basic black text on a white mug is perfect. Intricate and fancy can come later on, but I think simpler the better for now. And of course, we don't want to spend too much time on any one design. The more designs we have, the more buy buttons, the more opportunity for you to make sales. Okay, so if you guys have any questions about this before we dig into step 3, then please ask away now. And if you're ready for step 3, then please give me a step 3. Has this been good so far? Have you guys been learning some good stuff? Step three, awesome. Thank you, thank you. Perfect. Good. I'm glad you guys are getting stuff. Mitch says, what was the first smartphone app? That was WordSwag. WORDSWAG. Yes, Jay, I definitely recommend Etsy for selling these, and I'm going to walk you through that here in a little bit. Amazon, Etsy, and eBay are my favorite places for sure. Okay, all right, so let's dig into step 3 here. Please see there's no more questions. Perfect. So step 3 is we're going to take these designs and we're going to launch on usegearbubble.com. And so we're going to take the design here and we're going to put it on multiple products. So let me give you a demo here of how this works. Going in here, I'm going to, we could choose from all these different products. They even have masks now, but let's go to coffee mug. And we could be doing 11-ounce mug, 15-ounce mug, but for now we'll just do the 11-ounce mug. I'm going to hit upload graphic and we will plug in this design that took us seconds to create. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. We'll click here, duplicate image on back and hit next step. And that's so that people who are both left-handed and right-handed can see the mug. We'll put in the title. I'll just put what we have here. It doesn't really matter what we put in for URL, so I'm just going to put in anything. And then I will click, I've read and agreed to the terms of service. I know this looks ugly, but it really is totally fine because, again, people just want these impulse purchases. It doesn't matter how well it looks or doesn't look. Because when someone does a search for something like funny scrapbooking mug, they're going to see this, they're going to think it's hilarious, and we're good to go. Okay, so we're going to click View Your Campaign, and we're going to just save the image here because what you're going to see is this product, we've created this within seconds, right? We came up with the phrase in seconds, we made the design in seconds. Now that we've put this over on some pictures over on Gearbubble, even though this has never actually been created, it kind of looks like it has. We've got a product that looks like it's been made, people are selling it, and we have products ready to go, ready for purchase without having to buy inventory or get custom things made from China or anything like that. Literally seconds got us to this process. Okay. Now, product quality, by the way, on Gearbubble is pretty awesome. You can see someone says here, out of 67 reviews, I've never, ever, not even one time had someone complain about the quality or shape of the mug. Another person showed her last few reviews, all 5 stars. Another one, in case any of you need reassurance about quality. And the mug packaging, we always have a lot of people that ask about that, is practically indestructible. These kind of clamshell, they're recyclable mailers, have a 0.07% break rate, which is awesome, and it makes for happy customers. So sometimes, by the way, you also can make sales. This doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes you can make sales just from listing your product on Gearbubble. Usually, though, you're going to get it from Amazon, Etsy, and eBay. Okay, so we have a lot more to cover, but what I would love to know so far is, has this been eye-opening so far? Have you learned some good stuff? If so, please give me a eye-opening. And just because, like I said, it pumps me up when I know you guys are pumped up. We got amazing, yes, great. We still have a lot more to cover, so don't worry. Oh, look, thanks, guys. Got lots of them coming in. Awesome. Okay. And so now we've got these products ready to sell, and would love to give you the rest of the system. Victor asks who makes the mugs. So you can use kind of any manufacturer that does print on demand. But for Gearbubble, they have multiple fulfillment centers that will create the mugs and ship them for them. Okay, so in a moment here, I'm going to show you steps 4 through 7. We have a short amount of time together, and since I won't be able to explain everything in depth, what I'm going to do is, I mentioned in the beginning, I have an offer for you. So to kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone here, I'm going to walk you through what you're going to get in the offer, as well as give you the rest of the steps. I'm going to also walk you through how easy it is to create an Amazon listing. So whether or not you decide you're going to want to invest, you'll want to pay attention to every word here so that you can learn the rest of the system and then get some tips to help you make some sales as fast as possible. If that sounds good to you, please type in sounds good. I'll get some more water here, and then we'll dig into the rest of the system. Awesome. All right. Thanks again for all these posts. I love it. Okay. So introducing the name of the offer here that I have for you is called Done For You Jumpstart. And basically I put this together because I was thinking with the low-hanging system, what can we do to make it inevitable that you make as many sales as possible? They say the quality of your life is determined by the quality of the questions that you ask yourself. And so that was basically how this was born. So you have the steps so far, 1 through 3. You find your niche, or you make your formula, you make your great design, and then you're going to launch on usecarebubble.com. And then the next part of the process is we find sales getting keywords so that you can get found. And this is where basically when people are on Amazon, they're going to be typing things like funny lawyer mug or environmental lawyer mug or something like that. So in the course, we go over how you can find really good keywords so that you can get to the top of the search engines on Amazon, Etsy, eBay, and find kind of the honeypot niches. The normal way to find keywords is to manually look through them, and it's kind of a slow, laborious process. In the Jumpstart system, we actually have a kind of secret tool where what you do is you put a phrase on there, for example, here, accountant mug, and then it will look up all the kind of permutations of that phrase. For example, you can see here accountant noun, accountant payable mug, or accounts payable mug. And it will search for the number of searches for each of those phrases for the last month, and then it'll look at the number of results there are on Amazon. It also works for Etsy and eBay. And then it sorts by opportunity ranking so that you can find the items that have the most searches and the fewest results and get kind of the honeypot niches that other people aren't in yet. So we covered that, and then the next part of the course is to launch on Amazon. So what we cover inside the course is how you can list really easy. It takes under a minute to list on there, how you can rank high on Amazon search engine, how you can jumpstart your sales velocity. So what this means is when you launch on Amazon, they don't charge you a listing fee. They only ever charge you 15% after you make a sale, which is awesome because they're bringing all these customers to you and you only have to pay after they've given you a sale. I mean, it's a really great deal. But what you want to do is you want to show Amazon that people want to purchase from you. This way they can get their 15% cut, you know? So we show you cool ways to be able to jumpstart your sales, call it sales velocity, so that you're teaching Amazon people purchase from you and then they give you higher search engine rankings in return. So we go over that, how you can sell personalized mugs, which customers love. You definitely don't need to do sponsored ads, but if you wanted to, I show you how you can do them. I barely know how to use them, and every dollar that I spend brings in $4.61 in sales. So it's been pretty good. I love the Amazon sponsored ads. I don't love Etsy so much, but Amazon, I barely know what I'm doing, like I said, and it just brings in great sales. We go over how you can set your accounts up. It doesn't matter if you're international. In fact, the picture over here with someone says, P.S. Sorry for the grammar mistakes. I'm not the native speaker. And you can see all his sales coming in. So all of those things, and then all different types of things to kind of maximize your sales. Okay, so now let me give you a quick walkthrough here of how you can easily list your product on Amazon. Okay, so if you were in Amazon, you'd go to inventory and then add a product. And then we're going to go over here to I'm adding a product not sold on Amazon. We're doing that because we've created this product out of thin air. It never existed before us. So we're going to go there. We're going to go to category. I just did a search for novelty coffee mug. We're going to click select mug here. And then we are going to plug in our UPC. You normally don't need to have a UPC. I'm just doing that here to show you how to manually do it, but we usually do this in an automated way, which I will walk you through here in a moment too. For product name, normally we would have all our good keywords and everything, but since I'm just trying to make this a simple demo, we'll do that. We'll go to the offer. And what we're going to do here for fulfillment channel is I'm going to click, I will ship this item myself. Now, you are not going to ship the item yourself, but you're going to have Gear Bubble or whatever print-on-demand company ship on your behalf. We're not going to have Amazon shipping and providing the customer service because if we did that, we would have to buy the inventory in advance. We don't want to buy inventory in advance because we want to make this where we can just throw spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. We don't want to have to take any risk. Okay, so for price, I'm going to click 1995. I'm going to put in 1995. For condition, I'm going to write new. And then for quantity, I'm just going to put in a bunch of 9s because the reality is these are made to order. So we have as much inventory as we can sell. Then I'm going to go over to images and I'm going to upload those pictures that we were able to find pretty quickly. And then that's it. I'm going to hit save and finish. And then within 15 minutes, it's going to be live on Amazon. Now this is the same exact model. I'm going to hit apply here. You can see it's thinking. That's brought in over $234,000 so far this year. Simple model, but it works. Okay. Oh, and then actually, so I mentioned normally it's an automated kind of thing. So let me show you. If you're using, there are integration softwares where you can, with GearBubble, where instead of having to do any of that manual stuff, you can just click upload and then have your product automatically get sent over to Amazon or Etsy and eBay. You just click the upload button and then it launches over to Amazon, Etsy, eBay. Every time you make a sale, then the order information gets ported back to GearBubble and then it goes to the fulfillment centers and you're able to have it so that you don't really have to do anything. It's kind of hands-off income. Now for Amazon, we definitely want to also look into personalized mugs. We go into this in detail in the course because personalized can do really well. You can see here at the top, someone says, just got a custom order for 140 pieces of clothing. Other people, same kind of thing. Now, normally we're going to be using the fulfilled by merchant, which is what we were just saying, where it's I want to ship this item myself to the customer if it sells. Again, you're not shipping it, but you're going to have GearBubble ship it for you. And that's going to look like this on Amazon, where it's going to just, it's not going to have like a Prime button or something, but that's fine. And then after you start to sell a lot of a particular item, let's say you sell a lot of this mug, then you could send it to Amazon if you wanted because you've already proven the concept, and then you'll have the Prime button on your listings. The Prime button can help sales a little bit, but it certainly doesn't stop you from making lots of sales outside of it. Okay, so we've still got step 6 and 7 and a bit more, but do you guys have any questions on this part so far, on these things yet? You do not need to be ungated with Amazon to sell coffee mugs, Lazaro. And congratulations on your win before. Okay, I'll just give you guys another second if you have any questions. Okay, well, there's still going to be opportunity for it. Okay, so the next step is to launch on more sites. So we've launched on Amazon so far, and we've also got Etsy, eBay, and then there's other sites as well. So you can see lots of people here. Amazon does the best for me personally in terms of big sales numbers. However, for the sellers, especially new sellers, Etsy brings in fast sales for them. And so it's really great for new sellers. So we cover in the course how to get up and selling on Etsy and eBay, and different things you can do. Sales getting tips, access to support from eBay reps. We have some cool eBay relationships where you get 6 months of free listings and cool things there, free tools that you can use, how you can automate getting lots of feedback, lots of things there. And I mean, it just works for lots of people. Here's just some of the people that have gotten good results from these sites, and there's a lot. Okay, so the next step is to process your orders, because at this point, if you're following this system, it starts to just become inevitable that you're going to make sales because you're going after these people that the customers are typing in saying they want to give you money and you're giving them exactly what they want to purchase. So the way that it works is if you have the integration I was showing you, you create your design, take seconds, you add your design onto Use GearBubble, you one-click upload for your item to be sent to Amazon, Etsy, eBay. Customers will see your product, they'll purchase it. Order information gets sent back to the fulfillment centers. Your items get made from within the United States, not China, shipped directly to customers. Usually within 1 to 3 days, they get shipped. When it's like peak periods, it'll take a little bit longer. Tracking numbers will get sent back to your Amazon, Etsy, eBay stores, and then it's kind of hands off, so you collect the profits while all the work happens automatically. Okay, from there, you can optionally scale up. So after you've got your system going, you can start to make more sales. So let's say you want to have a Shopify store. In the course, we cover free apps that you can use to make as many sales as possible on your store, how you can build a list, how you can bundle your items. So instead of just selling a mug, it can be a mug and a necklace, for example, or a mug and a shirt. Different things. Here, by the way, is one of my favorite Facebook posts from our group. Should I have to tag Rachel in this one? My mug sales just paid for my tickets to a Stanley Cup playoff game. This is a dream for me. I'm not making bank yet, but enough for 2 possibly once in a lifetime experience tickets. So in this section, we also go over how you can sell unique items that aren't available on GearBubble, because as I mentioned, I have a couple other businesses. One of them is the warehouse. So we have access to other cool items that other people don't get to sell. So you get that as well. So in terms of your investment for Jumpstart, I figured that it would be best for you to actually see what the profit is from these numbers that I'm talking about. Because if I'm sharing that I made just under $500,000 last year, you want to know that it's actually like a profitable thing. Because I know sometimes people will give these big numbers, but if there's not actually profit, it doesn't really matter, right? So I'm going to go over the numbers here with you. I'm going to get another quick sip of water. If you have any questions up to this point, you're welcome to ask, and then we'll dig into the profit breakdowns. Janet, no, I'm not. She says, when you list on Amazon, are you entering this under any of these categories, made in America, handmade, or custom made? No. I know Amazon used to give more advertising juice to categories like this. I don't know if they still do, but I don't, because they're not really handmade. The custom made, I don't know if that's a category. I know when I tried to do handmade, it didn't work. Okay, and then I don't see any other questions, so let's dig into the profit breakdowns. Okay, so when we do a print on demand fulfilled by merchant mug, that's when the print on demand fulfillment centers will create your products and ship them to your customers for you. When you make a sale, you make $19.95 in income. Your expenses are $2.99 for Amazon fees, it's 15%. And then GearBubble charges $4.95 for a mug. It doesn't matter how many colors or whatever on the mug, it's always $4.95 for an 11-ounce white mug. And then shipping is $4.95. So your expenses every time you make a sale are $12.89. So your net profit is $7.06 per mug. Now, of course, you could charge more, especially for personalized mugs. There's other products you can sell, but $7.06. Now, I took this in a slow period, the screenshot of my sales. So that was 245 orders in the last 7 days. So 245 sales in a slow period, that's $1,729.70 a week in take-home profit, which is $6,919 a month in profit. So take-home profit, not just big numbers, but that actually goes home. This was actually not last week, but it was a recent period where 1,206 orders in the last 7 days for mug. You can see here, I've highlighted product name equals mug. And that was at 1,206 sales a week, $34,057.44 a month in take-home profit on a business that I really don't spend much time on at all. So over $34,000 in profit. And again, that's just mugs. So that's not including shirts and shot glasses and posters and pillowcases and all these other things. So in terms of your investment, I mean, if we look at even 1 month's worth of profits in the slow period, that was $6,919 in slow period, in pure profit. I mean, wouldn't that be fair, given that I've shown you in the beginning that since 2016, been making 5 figures a month on this system for literally half a decade. But it's not going to be anywhere near $6,900, and the training is actually just one part of the offer. So that's the first element here, the low-hanging system training, where we go over all of the steps in detail. We have an awesome Facebook group to help support you. But then there's more. So there is, as part of the offer, you also get a year's worth of this Amazon integration. So normally it's $97 a month, which is $1,164 a year, and people actually pay for it all the time. And this is the thing where you list your product and use GearBubble, you click the button and then have it automatically send your product listing automatically sent to Amazon. Your customers will purchase from you, the tracking numbers get sent back to Gearbubble, fulfillment centers make your product, tracking numbers get updated back to your customers, and it's super hands-off. So you get that. You get a year's worth of the Etsy integration. So that's normally $297 a month. You get that completely as part of the offer, normally $3,564 a year. You get the eBay integration, which is normally $324 a year. You get dropship Shopify integration, which is normally $1,164 a year. So these are all, if you're kind of tallying up the value so far, that's over $13,000 in real worlds. Like, people actually pay for the integrations all the time. That's so much so far. And I think that that alone really would have been a very strong offer. But like I said, the quality of your life is dependent upon the questions you ask yourself. And I asked myself, is there anything else that will help you get as many sales as possible? And so I've added some more. So I love this little cookie monster image. So the next thing that you get is 100 done for you designs. So to get you started, I mean, I showed you how each design, you can put it on lots of different products. Each one design can go on 10 plus products. And so you get completely unique designs. No one else will have the same design as you, and they're based off of what sells. So people are saying here, you can see one of the designs I got is a bestseller. Another one just got my first mug sale. Yes, it's one of those ugly designs that Rachel's team did. Another one just made my 5th sale. 2 of them were from the Done For You designs that came with Jumpstart. So you get those. You also get 5 boxes of mugs to send to Amazon. So each of these boxes has 36 mugs. And what this does is it helps you get the Amazon Prime button on your listings. So if you remember the math on the Fulfilled by Merchant mug, you make $7.06 per mug. So when you have the free mugs, when you send your mugs to Amazon, the math gets really nice, because every time you make a sale, you bring in $19.95. And then your expenses for those mugs that are sent to Amazon are $5.52 for the expense, 40 cents for shipping and packaging, and then no mug cost at all. So you have $5.92 in expenses. So your net profit, you bring in $19.95, you only have to spend $5.92, you net $14.03 per mug. So the net profit of $14.03 times 180 mugs is net profit, take-home profit, $2,525.40. Now, sending the mugs to Amazon can help add a lot of sales, because it gives you the Prime button. Amazon will ship it out pretty quickly. You see people here saying, I sent in 5 cases to FBA, all unproven designs, just about sold out. Another person, I've now sold through 16 boxes of FBA mugs. Lots of people sharing that they get great results from the FBA. So you can see the tally is going up now when we look at all the value you get. You get the training, the integrations, Done For You designs, 5 boxes of mugs, or up to over $14,000 in value. You also get 90 days of the Spot Niches software, which is that software that will tell you the items, the searches that have the most searches and the fewest results, so you can find the honeypot niches. This is like my favorite thing that I've ever created, because it just really helps you find great niches very quickly. You can see someone says, my best sellers are all because of Spot Niches results. Another person at the bottom, I had a shirt since August. It didn't sell not once. After tweaking a few keywords from your tool, it hasn't stopped selling. You get 90 days of weekly hand-holding question and answer calls. We actually have another one here in a couple hours where you get to basically ask as many questions as you need. I stay on each call until there's no more questions. You can send your questions in advance if you can't make one. You get critiques on your listings, any question you have. We have transcripts of all of the calls, and basically just do everything we can to help make sure you're getting all the sales you desire. Now, this is something, by the way, I charge $1,000 an hour for personal coaching. I'm probably gonna have to raise it again because I'm busy. I've told you a couple times I have a couple businesses, but this is something that people do pay. You can see here someone paying for the Power Hour call. So when you start to calculate all of this, you see the value just goes up and up and up. So now we're at over $15,000 worth of real world value that people pay for. I mean, people pay for the integrations, they pay for the designs, they pay for the mugs, for the Spot Niches, for the Power Hour, all of this. And this alone is really awesome. And we're going to add one more thing to make this offer just an absolute irresistible no-brainer, which is lifetime access to the integrations. So now instead of buying the getting the integrations free for 1 year, you're going to get them for life. So that's an extra $6,216 in software bonuses that people pay for every year. You get all of that for just one-off fee, $1,997. That's it. So you can sign up at the link below to get going. And remember that the mugs alone can pay for all of this, because if you look, a net profit of $14.03 times the 180 mugs, that's over $1,900. It's $2,525.40. So you can sign up here, and if you're one of the first 10 buyers, then you're also going to get, in addition to everything we've already went over, you're going to get 1,000 designs, which will make 10,000 plus unique products. If you're one of the first 50 buyers, you will get lifetime access to spot niches. So not just 90 days, but lifetime access. If you happen to live, by the way, within the United States, we can also give you, I just hooked up with this awesome company that will even tell you how you could possibly write this off. They have a free call that you can have, and they can show you how this could probably be a tax deductible expense for you too. So there's so much covered here, and this is really just more than information, you know. We give you all these different things that you can use between the coaching and the software and all this to help you make sales. You can see Adam at the top says, I've spent $10,000 on courses. This is the only one that I've made my money back 50 times over. So I'm going to give you a quick recap here of everything you get, and then I would love to get to any questions that you guys might have about the offer, about everything that I went over with you. So first, you're going to get the low-hanging system training. You're going to get to the free Amazon integration, not for a year, but for life, which is $1,164 a year. The free Etsy integration for life, free eBay integration for life. So that's what, $3,564 a year, another $324 a year for eBay integration, Shopify dropship, $1,164 a year, 100 done for you designs, which makes 1,000 products that you can sell, 180 mugs, which can just sell off all of this and pay for everything right away. The Spot Niches software, hand-holding question and answer calls. If you're one of the first 10 buyers, you get 1,000 designs. And if you are one of the first 50, you get lifetime access to Spot Niches. Now, we've covered a lot. I know some of you might be wondering, is this too good to be true? And so I wanted to show you both of these. First, we have Jacqueline, who says 3,500 plus Etsy orders this April. She showed a screenshot. She said, I'm not here to brag. I was skeptical a year ago and I needed to see facts. I hope this inspires you. You can do it too. And we have someone else says, I bought the system. I was skeptical. Lo and behold, I have my first sale already. We've got people here saying, this is the first time I've made money online. Another one, it's the first time in a long time I've actually made a sale of something online. Another one is the first thing I've made a profit with in my 7 or 8 years of attempting online sales. I mean, we have literally thousands of testimonials from people who have gotten results, and it's just exploding more and more and more. So here, LHS plus Amazon FBA equals boom. People, as the name implies, it really is a jumpstart to this business. Best money I've ever spent. Another person saying, anyone who's on the fence, it is very well worth it. You get more than that back in product. More people, we actually have people that sign up over and over for this because it pays for itself in so many different ways, because just the mugs alone can pay for it, and then you get the designs and the coaching and all this. Someone says, I'm now a 2-time Jumpstarter, but I don't mind handing over money when I know I'll be getting even more back. I have more people. Sales have escalated very nicely after purchasing Jumpstarts. Take advantage. It helped my sales and confidence. More people. Someone asked in our Facebook group, is it worth it to sign up again? And she said to me, being able to not work in my proper job and therefore stay home and be flexible with time while caring for a terminally ill family member this year, and still be able to send my young children to a private school based on my part-time online business income was well and truly worth it. I've hardly worked at all this year on my Amazon or Etsy businesses, and yet there's still enough income coming in to keep me home and not returning to my real job. So yes, it's worth it. I've hardly touched anything this year. So basically, you're at this point, you can either, I mean, you came in, I know you're interested in learning how to sell these mugs. We have a proven path now that's worked for tons of different people. And so you can either kind of take this proven path that has been proven and shown to work, or kind of start tomorrow, like yet today, basically. I'd love to have you be able to be on a path that has been paved, that works. And for those of you who are kind of logical, you want to look at the different ways or kind of detail oriented, there's many different ways you can pay this off. In terms of just the mugs alone, right? You can make, if you sell the mugs, $2,525 in take-home profit. If you're in the US, you'll get instructions on how you could most likely write this off. The integrations pay for itself, the training pays for itself, the designs, not having to pay for personal time. I mean, lots of different things. And it really happens every day. You can see here people, my Etsy shop grosses around 150K per year. People saying they just hit 1,000 Etsy sales, someone else 160K. So there's lots of people that can do it. And, in terms of can it take a while, I obviously can't guarantee anything, but here's some people. Rose says, I made 6 figures of profit my first year. Another person says 10,000 orders in 15 months. Another person said she reached top 1% of Etsy sellers within the first 4 months. Someone else here, she says, something told me to sign up. Should I usually trash emails talking about seller course offerings? But at that time, something told me go watch that video and sign up. And then she says later she's been living comfortably on this system, low-hanging system, as a sole source of income since September 2018. So this definitely works, and I believe it could work for you too. Now, for those of you, when you're going through the checkout process, there's going to be 2 options. You can either do a 1 pay of $19.97, or you can do a 2 pay. And then there's going to be a section, sometimes people ask about PayPal credit. If you want to do that, you can click the PayPal credit button. And I believe the way that that works is you sign up and PayPal will basically like front you the money. And then for a few months, you don't have to pay interest. So you can use the system, make sales, and then pay it back before you have to pay any interest, for those of you who are interested in that. And here is a screenshot of all of the things that you're going to get. You can see it's just massive, massive value. And you can see kind of the breakdown in terms of the pricing over here. So I would love to go through any of the questions that you guys have. I'll go over quickly some of the most frequently asked questions, and then I'll dig into your questions one by one. So first, a lot of people ask, can you live outside of the United States and have this work? The answer is absolutely. Here are some pictures from people in Malaysia, Singapore, New Zealand, France, all over the world. You're good to go. Vietnam. We have people who ask, who's going to pay $19.95 for a mug? I just did a search on Amazon and the mugs are under $10. Like, who's going to pay $19.95? Well, here are a bunch of people that say not only have they been making sales for $19.95, but actually more than that. But the thing is, if you're going for a phrase like something very generic like funny mug, then it's going to be hard to sell a $19.95 mug for sure. But if you're going after different categories like engineer mug or pitbull mom mug or something like that, there's not as much competition. And so people will pay $19.95 all day long. I generally say don't go over $19.90 or don't go over $20 because under that it's an impulse purchase. But especially near holiday time, people will pay more than $20. Another question a lot of people have is, isn't there too much saturation at this point? And Ron covered this really beautifully in the beginning. There really isn't. E-commerce is just booming. But to show you even more here, I wanted to show you what people in our group were saying. So Jennifer says, February 2018, she had 59 sales. February 2019, 259. February 2020, 724. She goes, that doesn't even seem right. Another person says 2,500 increase from 2019 to 2020 for just January. Another person, year over year revenue or orders and revenue for April is an increase of 62%. So there's lots of ways you can sell. And then there's so many different products too, like face masks for a new one. And you can see here someone says, uploaded my last face mask listing for the night here in Australia. It sold before I even stood up from my desk. And there's, blankets and coasters, t-shirts, water bottles, shot glasses, necklaces, pillowcases, tumblers, posters, lots of different things. Another common question is how much time will I need? And so for that, we have a start here section in the course where it goes over kind of a little bit less than 90 minutes of must-watch content. So if you just go through that, you'll be good to go. There's more things that you can go through, but that's really kind of point and click as you need it, but really just a little bit less than 90 minutes of must-watch content. In terms of support, our support staff is spectacular. You can see, I hear someone say, I'm gobsmacked at how fantastic the group is. Another one, I'm involved in several support Facebook groups. I can say I like this community the best. Another one, started the course today. Facebook group looks terrific, just what a newbie needs. Help and advice where necessary, nothing more. Okay, and then let me quickly show you here what's inside the course. Okay, so this is the table of contents. The way that this is structured is I kind of created this as I like to consume courses, which is I don't want super long, rambly videos. So you just need the 90 minutes of like must-watch content. And then from there, you can point and click to anything along your journey. So they're all with really short videos that have transcripts, so you can easily find whatever you're looking for. And so we've got the kind of start here, how you can find concepts, so in more detail than we went over today, because we had unlimited time, how you can make designs. We hired a copyright attorney to make sure any questions that you might have, covered all of those, how to launch your products, how to find awesome keywords, how to launch on Amazon, get more reviews, get to the top of the search engines, tips and tricks, how to sell on Etsy, eBay, Shopify, how to sell these personalized products, how to process your orders. We've got how you can scale up different products that are available for you, nobody else. All how to keep things organized, case studies. So there's cool things. So I always say start with the general low-hanging system, but once you want to scale up later on, show you how you can do more things. So I have this $50,000 case study where I show you how I made $54,000 in less than 2 weeks for Mother's Day a couple of years ago. How you can make sales off of free images, lots of different things, critiques going over people's listings, just a lot of different things. And then we have the awesome Facebook group as well, so you can get as much support as needed. Now, this whole process, like you see the cursor over here, watch this. I'm scrolling down. These are all results, like results-based testimonials of people where people are saying, made a sale, made a sale. You can see it's barely moving because we have literally thousands and thousands of people who have posted and said they're getting results. And e-commerce is just booming. It's just something that works really well because it's simple. You guys have been here. You see how simple this model is. So it works. And you can see many people here. It does work, lots and lots of things. And I thought I'd also show you, you saw how much, a little over $200,000 on Amazon. This is just one of my Etsy stores. I'm going to hit refresh so you can see this is a live website. 58,000 in revenue so far on just one of my 6 Etsy stores. So this system works, and it works for many people, and it's still actively working because e-commerce is just booming. Okay, let's dig back in. Okay, so now that's all of my kind of spiel. I am super happy to answer any questions that you guys have now, so ask away.
Yeah, Rachel, before you jump in, let me just say, man, amazing presentation. I picked up a few things that I'm going to be applying to my own Amazon store here right after this presentation. But what I'm really blown away by is the number of success stories from people who had never made money before online and found this and made a ton of cash. Like one guy said, what, he made 20 times what he invested in this already, or 100 times. And it's just like success story after success story. And I really believe this is, I can tell you for a fact, this lady, one of my friends, her name is Paquita. I do real estate investing with her. And she asked me on Facebook, she's like, can you recommend something that a complete newbie, because her daughter wants to make a little bit of money. She's in college, needs some extra money. She wanted me to recommend something that a complete newbie can do that didn't require any type of upfront investment, and that could just, someone that's green could just jump in and earn some money quickly with. And this was the first program that came to mind. And this was before I even booked this webinar with you. Your program came to mind. So if you guys are looking for something that's pretty much a no-brainer, I mean, guaranteed. I mean, if you can't make money with this, because the thing is, like, you don't have to be an internet marketer. You don't have to be really good at sales copy. You don't have to send emails. You don't have to be good at running ads. You don't have to do any of that stuff, because these places like Amazon and Shopify and eBay and Etsy, they are the most amazing marketplaces in the world, and they do all the selling for you. You just have to follow Rachel's system, her easy system, and then just get it up there and do it. And you could definitely see some results. And when you get into this now, by the time the holidays come around, you're going to have this nailed down, and people are going to be buying online more this holiday season than ever before, right? Because we have this whole shutdown happening right now. People are just buying from Amazon like crazy. So this holiday season is going to be amazing for you if you get into this right now. So go ahead. It has my highest recommendation. Go to buylhs.com right on the screen. I posted it in the chat box there. Buylhs.com/Ron, and do yourself a favor and get into it and be one of the first, what was it, the first 10 to get the bonuses.
Yes, first 10 you get 1,000 designs, first 50 you get spot niches for life. That tool is glorious. You will not regret it.
Right. We're still going to give away those Amazon gift certificates. The first one, we have 3 more to give away. The first one, if you could check for me, whoever was the first person to buy your program today, I'm going to give them a $100 Amazon gift certificate. And we have 2 more to go after that. So I'll let you do the Q&A.
Awesome. Awesome. I love it. That's such a fun way for people to kind of stay and get excited. I hope, yeah, I love it. So let's see here. Jiang, hopefully I didn't butcher your name, says, do you have a mug that you personalize? Yeah, personalized mugs. I mean, I say definitely start with the simple mugs, which we're going to walk you through, but personalized mugs later on you can sell for premiums and can do really, really well. So definitely recommend doing that. Maria says, how long from listing to the first sale? Well, I mean, it's different for everybody, but I can say that the closer that you follow the system, the faster your sale's going to be. I mean, I showed a couple screenshots before from people. I can't say anything's typical. One person said she made 6 figures profit her first year. Another one was 10,000 sales in 15 months. And then there's people that sometimes try to make it a little bit more like complicated. They think that it really can't be as simple as it is. So I would say the closer you follow the system, the faster you'll make the sales. You're going to have the weekly calls where you can ask questions. And so it's going to help you make it faster than otherwise. Janet says, if I bought this program today, turned off my phone, got rid of all distractions, approximately how long would this take to set up, get running, and start making money? Do you have to, so there's a couple questions in here, so I'll do the second part second. So it's in less than 90 minutes worth of material to go through and get your items listed. Like I said before, I can't really say how fast you're going to be making money, but I would say the faster that you are getting your items up and the closer you're listening to the training, then the faster it'll be. And then you said you have to wait 15 to 30 to 45 days once a sale is made to get the money in your account. I know PayPal, if you go for them, holds a payment for 30 days for a new business account because of returns. So Amazon, if you're a new seller, there's actually a way that you could get paid daily. Otherwise, I think the default is weekly. Etsy, I believe, pays weekly, and eBay is instant PayPal, which I don't know about the new seller thing, but certainly you would get paid right away from eBay into your PayPal account. I don't know what their regulations would be. I haven't heard anyone say they've had to wait 30 days, but it could be. Maria says, how long from starting? So same thing. She says, how long from starting until earning the first $1,000? So same kind of answer from before. Jiang says, how long do you have to learn in order to list the first mug? I mean, you could probably just with the information here, some people can list the first mug, but I would say for sure, so I'm 100% confident you can list your mug. Within the 90 minutes, you'll be able to get your items up and listed. Chris says, how do you prevent competitors from ripping off your designs? People are going to rip off your designs. It's just a part of it. I mean, we do talk in the training about how you can get something called brand registry in Amazon, and so it helps so that it doesn't happen as much. But the thing is that if people are stealing your designs or whatever, it's only because you have something that's working, and so that's a good thing. And at that point, even if they're ripping off your designs, remember I was talking about Amazon sales velocity, where you show Amazon that you're getting some sales, they're going to reward you with more rankings. By the time people start stealing your designs, you've already gotten some velocity, and Amazon's going to continue to favor you. You're going to have the reviews, so you can just laugh while they waste their time, basically. Boniface, sorry if I'm butchering your name, says Amazon does not work in my country, Tanzania. What can I do? Yeah, there's just a few countries that Amazon doesn't work in. That's a bummer. So, I mean, sometimes people do workarounds where you can try to get a bank account elsewhere, but I can say for sure you can list on Etsy and eBay. Well, I think you should be good on Etsy and eBay in terms of, I think they're good with the country. Do a quick Google, or Stephanie, if you can maybe in the background, we have Steph from my team here, see if Etsy would work with Tanzania. We will find out for you. Barb, thank you. She says, this sounds really cool. Yeah, it really is an awesome, fun system. Victor says, what is the cost to me? Well, if you just go to buylhs.com/Ron, you will be able to see it's $1,997 with a PayPal credit, so that you can start making sales before you even have to really pay for it, because PayPal will front you the money. Sasso says, do we have to be incorporated in order to start selling on Amazon? No, you don't. I mean, I can't give like legal or financial advice, but I can tell you that a lot of people sign up as a personal seller. Dave says, what is the average percentage of returns? You know, returns aren't really a big thing, because it's not like you're selling software that gets obsolete or something, or you're selling something where people have to hem and haw. It's like under $20 impulse purchases. Usually people would only want to return if there's broken mugs, but we have that awesome packaging I was showing you before with a 0.07% break rate. So it's really not that big of a thing. I don't know what the percentage is. I would say certainly less than 1%. And then you would be selling the product. So you could make rules based on however you would want. So you could say no returns because they're made to order. So it would be kind of your call. Let's see here. C says, thank you for the extra bonuses. Yeah, my pleasure. I really believe in this system. I've seen so many people get results. So I would love to, if you're on the fence, help you make a decision. I really believe in the course, you know, so I want to show that. Dave, awesome. Thank you and welcome. He says, thank you, Rachel and Ron. Just bought your system. Okay. Louise, awesome. Welcome. She says, awesome. I know what I am doing this weekend. Louise, you're going to have so much fun. I'm telling you, really a fun thing. I didn't say in the beginning, but I started doing this just as like a stress reliever. It's fun to just be creative. Sometimes I'm tired. I haven't done it in a while. I need to start again, but I would just lay in bed and come up with designs on WordSwag. It would be super, super fun. Herman, awesome. He says, thank you, Rachel. I'm originally from Pennsylvania. Can't wait to get started. Very cool. Fun fact, I'm actually originally from New York, and I was born in the same town that Ron used to live. I don't think, Ron, you live in Glen Cove anymore, but I was born at Glen Cove Hospital on Long Island.
Yeah, I lived there for 10 years.
Where do you live now?
Atlanta.
Atlanta, awesome.
Atlanta,
yeah. Which is PayPal Finance buying LHS. Yeah, there's PayPal credit available. I don't know if it's for everyone international, but on the payment page, you can click PayPal credit, and then it'll give you it'll like front the money for you, and then it's interest free for I think 6 months. Welcome, C says, hi Rachel, I'm in already, awesome. Welcome and thank you. Malcolm says, are there any other costs involved? Yeah, good question. So when you sign up on Amazon, it's free to list on Amazon. They do have a Amazon Pro option where you can pay $40 a month, and then they give you some extra benefits. If you can swing it, I definitely recommend it, but you don't need to. You don't need to pay anything for listing on Amazon, and then you pay a 15% fee after they get sales for you, which is great. I'd happily pay 15% when they're bringing me sales. For eBay, inside the course, we walk you through how you can get 6 months of listings for free. And then for Etsy, I show you how you can get your first 40 listings for free. And then after that, it's 20 cents per listing. Barb says, does WordSwag cost anything? Yes, I don't know what it is now. You don't need WordSwag. So you guys can just use Pixplosion for free and then not have to pay for anything else. But if you wanted to, I don't know what it is now. It used to be $4.99. Carolyn, welcome. She says, Rachel and Ron, I am super excited to get started. Welcome. Yeah, it's really fun. I think you're going to really enjoy it. Don says, is there any other software integration that we would need? Nope. Nope, everything is included here. It really was a question of what can we do to make it inevitable that you make sales, and this is everything that we could think of, and it's been what's been helping all these other people get results. All right, I don't see any other questions. I'll give you guys another couple moments here. If you have anything else, I'd be happy to answer. And then just to kind of recap everything that you're going to get the training that has helped all these people make sales. You're going to get the integrations that people pay for every year, $1,164 worth of Amazon integration, $3,564 for Etsy, $324 for eBay, $1,164 for the Shopify integration. And by the way, if you have multiple Etsy stores, multiple Shopify stores, that's all covered within these integrations, so that every time you list your product, you just click a button, have the items sent over to Amazon, Etsy, eBay, Shopify for you. And then every time you make a sale, all the order information gets sent back on your behalf, and then tracking numbers and all that. So it's kind of passive. You get done for you designs, so you can take these designs, put them on multiple products, and have a big product catalog before you even make designs of your own. You get 5 boxes of mugs that can literally pay for the entire thing just with the profit. You get spot niches, that's software that helps you find the honeypot niches. And then you get 12 weeks of coaching. I will stay on for as long as you need answering questions. So it's really a ton of value for a proven system. All right, let's see. Jing says, I have Sling. Does that go along well? I'm not sure. I don't have it. If you're talking, that's Ricky Mateka's thing. I'm not really sure. I know Ricky's a good dude. I just don't know too much about his program. Janet, awesome. Welcome. She says, bought it. Here we go. And Malcolm, yes, you can do that. No problem. Patricia says, my phone battery ran out, but I had asked, does having an existing Amazon seller account help? I think that, yeah, if you have an existing seller account, for sure, I think it can help. Some people like to have separate Amazon accounts for this, in which case you would need to write to Amazon and make sure that they gave you permission, because you can't ever, you probably already know, you can't have 2 accounts without getting their permission. But yeah, I think for sure that it will help actually to have an existing. But even if you're new, that's fine too, because what I generally tell people is Etsy is going to be the one that's going to get you faster sales. So I recommend listing on Amazon and kind of stockpiling your designs while you get fast sales on Etsy. And then Amazon, all of a sudden, when it kicks in, it can be spectacular. Yep, Jing, you can definitely use an old Amazon account. Dawn, welcome. Thank you. She says, just bought it and looking forward to it. Very cool. You guys have any other questions that I could answer? I'm more than happy to do so. Quickly look at the answered questions to see if there's anything that might be helpful for everyone. No, I think that's it. You guys seem to really gotten the grasp of the concept really quickly, which that's what it's intended for. So I love it. For those of you who have signed up, we have our first coaching call in an hour and a half. So if you're able to make it, then spectacular. You can come on and ask questions, just kind of get the feel for how they go. And then you'll have 12 weeks of the coaching calls as well.
Awesome, awesome. So let's give away those other 2 gift certificates. It looks like the first person to buy was Jiang. Jiang, I don't know how to pronounce your last name, Nguyen. Shoot me, actually, I have your email here, so I will get you that. Actually, do it. Yeah, I have it. I'll get you that Amazon gift certificate. Congratulations, Jiang. And then one more, let's give away one more. Here's the question. You guys ready? Here's the question. Name 5 different item types you can sell using Rachel's system. First person to answer that. Looks like Randy's in. Congratulations, Randy. 5 different item types you can sell. Mugs, shirts, bibs, hats, aprons. Yeah, looks like that's it. Would you agree, Rachel?
Mug, yeah, absolutely.
All right, Dawn. Congratulations, Dawn. You were the first one, Dawn McGee. Shoot me an email, ron@rondouglas.com, and we'll get you that $100 Amazon gift certificate. Awesome. This was a lot of fun. You guys have any other questions about this opportunity from Rachel? This is the real deal. I mean, I don't come here every weekend giving away, every Wednesday giving away Amazon gift certificates. I did that specifically for this because I thought it would be worth your while to watch this whole presentation because it's really, really good and it's a proven system that works. So I appreciate you guys that stayed on, and hopefully it was worth your while. You got something from this that you can actually use to earn some money. And as I said, if you get in now, by the time the holidays come around, man, you're gonna crush it. I could see you easily making 10, 20, $30,000 just doing this. You know, she has the case study after case study to show for it. And these, I've seen the group and I've seen these folks that are getting these results. And I can tell you, these are not names that I recognize. These are not like established internet marketers. A lot of these folks are, stay-at-home moms and, people that lost their job due to pandemic, and people that are just trying to make an extra buck, extra little $500, and have exceeded their expectations. These aren't experienced like internet marketing killers. These aren't people that are doing webinars. These are just regular folks that are just crushing it with this. So, if you fit that description, and if you're an experienced internet marketer like I am, this is just found money. This is just that honeypot that Rachel was talking about. So it looks like Carolyn has a question. I joined. How do I get on the upcoming Q&A webinar in an hour?
Yes,
I
that
guess you'll
should
get
be
an email
automatic.
about that. How will she get on?
Yeah, it should be that you get an automatic email, if not like immediately within the next couple of moments. I'll also shoot you our support desk email, but it should be that you get an email from GoToWebinar with invites.
Awesome.
There we
Looks like a lot of people have joined. Is there going to be a replay? Yeah, we'll try to get a replay out for this if we have the recording. We may invite Rachel back to do an encore of this as well. So we'll see if her schedule allows it. Maybe we can have her back in tomorrow. Well, we'll talk about that. No, Don says no email yet. All right, guys. So it looks like we're going to wrap it up here. This is the last call. Do we have any spots left for the first 10?
Steph, can you see?
Let me check. I could check I've been getting emails. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We actually have one spot left if my email notifications are right. One spot left for the first 10. So the next person can get into the first 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, one more spot.
All right, I see Steph said they were taken, but lucky for whoever just signs, since you've already said one, next person will get it.
All right, awesome, guys. So we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you, Rachel. I appreciate you coming on. For everybody else that's on the fence, there's still some other bonuses available outside of the first 10. Jot down that link, buylhs.com/Ron, and it's still available. And you guys should definitely get in while the price is at the webinar special price that we're offering. How long is the offer going to be available? You should definitely get in if you want to get some of the bonuses. So you want to get in now. Can I get in? I'm from Nigeria. I believe so, right? I don't think, do we have any disqualifications from Nigeria?
I'm not sure. Steph, do you know about Nigeria? And also, this offer truly is only going to be available for a few days. Ron got in on my last one, but we actually just changed the format of this course. It's not going to be something that can be purchased like this moving forward. We have a sales team, and it's going to be a bit more because everyone's been saying I've been underpricing this for a long time. So legit, this is only going to be a couple days, and then I'll have to take it off.
Oh, that's right. You did mention that you're going to be doing this just not via webinar, on sales, on the over the phone, right?
Yeah,
Good job.
exactly.
Yeah, you mentioned that. Malcolm
So
is in.
I'm not sure.
Congratulations, Malcolm.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. Welcome, Malcolm, and thank you. Yeah, I'm not sure about Nigeria. If you wanted to do here, I'm going to send you our support email. And then if you want to send an email, we'll find out for you and make sure you're good to go. I'm sure Kim over at the support desk will know.
Okay. Thanks again, Rachel. Appreciate you. Thanks everybody that stayed on. And we'll talk to you again soon. Have a good evening. Take care.